for NUP to be part of the platform. Other than that, the support was suspended. And we want to know, for you, is it one that you're going to think about again? Is it one that you just welcome and more you expect to be done about iPod? How do you find the news of
course, for us, we are happy, first of all, that iPod, the NIMD has finally listened to us to say that iPod in Uganda is not serving any useful purpose. iPod has been in Uganda more than 10 years, and the democratic space has been shrinking. The conditions of our people democratically have been going from bad to worse every successive year. So we are happy that NIMD has listened to our plea to say that iPod is not functioning, is not serving the purpose for which it was put in place. iPod was essentially put in place to strengthen multi-party democracy. But you've been seeing what has been happening to us in all these by-elections that you've been going for. You go for a by-election and it's war. So political parties are not allowed to really carry out their activities as they should be carrying them out. You've seen our offices closed. You've seen our you've seen the abductions. Every single day we get news that more of our people are being abducted and taken away. So we are happy, I must say, that NIMD has listened to us, but most importantly the people of Uganda, to say that iPod does not serve its function in Uganda.
The condition is that until the National Unity Platform joins the platform, is it one that you're thinking about? Is it one that you would want to consider at any single point?
I don't think we can join iPod until the conditions we put in place change. You remember that we put some preconditions before we join iPod. Stop abducting our people. Stop arresting our people with impunity. Stop arresting our members of parliament, Honorable Sewanyana and Honorable Segirinya, have been in prison for more than a year now. They have not been tried. So this is a detention without trial. So we told them that for us to join iPod, there must be respect for the rule of law. Political parties must be respected. Short of that, we are not going to join iPod or any such platform.
At any single point, do you think iPod could have performed on its role of transition?
No, it hasn't done that. It hasn't. You see, iPod is an inter-party organization for dialogue. Political parties are being weakened every day that passes. And I'll just give an example of what has just happened with IALA, if you've been noticing. The treaty says that political parties, there should be different shades of opinion represented in IALA. But the NRM decided to take over that process. Right now, if you don't have Museveni's blessing, you cannot go to IALA. So, he has decided that DP, because I work with them, I'm going to support DP, I'm going to support UPC, and all that. So where is a multi-party democracy? If the parties are not allowed to function independently, to be able to field their candidates, and the forces of change, or what you would like to call the opposition, to have its own representatives going to IALA on their own accord. But now, the regime makes it very clear that you're either with us, or we are going to make sure that you do not even function at all. So that is why we said we are not going to join iPod. Just now, you're talking about abductions. Last night, a young man was abducted violently. The day before yesterday, the same thing. We have 11 people who were picked up in Kachiri on the weekend and taken away. No one knows where they are up to now. So how can you talk about iPod in such an arrangement? How can you talk about dialogue in such an arrangement? Yeah. So we are not here to legitimize these violations, and we know for sure that there is a time when Uganda will have democracy. When General Museveni and his people are out, iPod will be welcome, because we believe in dialogue 100%. We believe that the people of Uganda and political parties and all other entities, religious institutions and others, should sit down and dialogue. Yeah.
But at the time of its suspension of activities, had you engaged them again to actualize the demands that you put in place? Are they ones that you think they are trying to consider?
But the person who should be, unfortunately, you know, NIMD, like we've said, we appreciate them for even supporting iPod for all these years, for the work they have done, because for them their intentions were good. NIMD, which but the problem is that when iPod came, it was hijacked by General Museveni and his people, and therefore misused. The same way all other institutions, you have the judiciary, parliament, every other institution in this country, the intentions behind these institutions are good. The intentions for putting them in place. The only challenge is that the regime has decided to capture these institutions and use them for their own objectives, which definitely do not serve the interests of the people of Uganda. I've told you, we went to by-elections, we went to Kayunga, where we won an election. Clearly, we have all the DR forms up to now. And the Byabakama declared whoever he wanted to declare as the MP, the LC5 chairperson of Kayunga. We went to Omoro, 62 of our polling agents were arrested. We went to Soroti, you saw what happened to the FDC candidate. We've recently been in Kasese, you saw the kind of violence they did. The military took over an election. So all Ugandans out there can really see that there's nothing in dialogue. That dialogue under Museveni is simply to compromise with him. He just simply wants to co-opt the way he has co-opted the DP, the way he has co-opted UPC. That's how he would want to co-opt FDC and NUP and other parties. That is why he said that in 2021 there would be no opposition in Uganda, because he believes in co-opting. He does not believe in genuine dialogue, and for us as NUP, we are interested in genuine dialogue, a dialogue that will take our country forward. One of the critical things that we need to discuss in that dialogue is transition, a peaceful transition from one government to another, from the military regime to a civilian regime. That's what we want to have in terms of transition. Most importantly, to also be sure that that dialogue is not just about some few politicians. No, we want dialogue that brings together the people of Uganda in their different shades and opinions.
Thank you very much.
Tuli basanyufu nti ensonga ya iPod abagivujirira aba NIMD basazeewo okugivaamu. Era iPod tumanyi bulungi nnyo nti ebadde ekolera Museveni, General Museveni okuyisawo by'ayagala. Twabagamba nti ffe ekigendererwa kyaffe kyali si kya kugenda ne tutuula mu nkiiko ne tunywa bukyayi, kubanga bukyayi tusobola obwetuusako awalala. Naye twayagala dialogue oba enteeseganya ez'omuggundu esobola okukyusa ensi yaffe. Naye kati iPod ebadde yafuuka ekintu General Museveni kyakozesa okwesanitizinga. Bamala kutulugunya abantu, gavumenti nemala okuwamba abantu, okuwa ebikolobero byonna byonna, ne bavaayo ne bagamba nti ffe twogeraganya ng'ebibiina ebyobufuzi ebyenjawulo. Ne batuula wali ne bakuba akafaananyi ne kikomaawo. Ekiwamba abantu ne kigenda mu maaso, okukwatibwa kw'abantu okutali mu mateeka. Honorable Segirinya ne Sewanya Namuula ebbanga kiri bamaze mu kkomera nga tebawozesebwa. Abantu baffe aba NUP mulaba ebizibu ebibatuuseeko. Officers zaffe wetwogerera mu ggwanga, mu bitundu ebyenjawulo by'eggwanga bagenda mu maaso noziradinga. Bamobilizers baffe babakutte enfunda eziwerako. Kaakati mu mbeera bwetyo tusagamba nti olina dialogue mu ggwanga. So ffe ekyobola twavaayo ne tugamba nti iPod terina kyeyamba ku ssaawa zino okutwala enkola ya demokrasiya mu maaso. So ng'ekyo kyekiruubirirwa kyekigendererwa lwaki yateekebwawo in place. Mpozi n'ekirala ekyogamba nti mpaka NUP nga ekyegaseeko okutuusa NUP lweyegatta ku iPod, tetugenda kwegatta ku iPod okutuusa ebyo ebintu bye twateekawo nga bivuddewo. Ekisooka mulekerawo okuwamba abantu. Ekyokubiri, ebibiina by'obufuzi bisobole okwetaaya n'okukola emirimu gyabwe. Mulekerawo okufuula akalulu oba okulonda. Ekyokusekererwa, tubadde mu by-election ez'enjawulo, mulaba byonna bino bigenda mu maaso. Tutuuka mu kalulu ne bakwata abantu baffe bonna, ba polling agent, ne bakwata buli omu yenna gwe basanze nga wa NUP ne bamuwamba buwambi. Amagye ne gatekingawo ne bakola ebyo. Kaakati twagala iPod okubeerawo, tulina okuba nga tulina enkola eya multi-party democracy oba enkola ey'ebibiina by'obufuzi ebyenjawulo nga byonna bikirizibwa okwetaayaaya. Weewaawo tumanyi bulungi nnyo nti ekiseera kijja kutuuka Uganda ebeere ne democracy. Ekiseera ekyo bwe kinaatuuka, General Museveni n'abantu nga bavuddeko, kyemanyi iPod egenda kukomawo wano ekole bulungi emirimu gyayo nga bwe yalibadde ekikola.
Uganda erina kyeruuzinga iPod eyo bw'eggalwa.
Of course, iPod ekigendererwa kyayo kyali kirungi nnyo, kubanga singa oli mu nkola y'amateeka kyalibadde kirungi ebibiina by'obufuzi nabyera nga byogeraganya. Si kuba nti buli lunaku tuli awo tubanja abantu baffe, no, twalibadde twogera ku nsonga enkulu nga pipeline eyo gye boogerako kati ebibiina by'obufuzi byabadde bituula ne bigamba ensonga y'amafuta tukyandulize tutya. Ebibiina by'obufuzi byabadde bituula ne byogera ku ikonomi yonna generally, ensonga y'ebyensimbi bwetambula mu ggwanga, ebyobulamu, ebyobuyigirize n'ebirala. Naye kati obuzibu bwe tulina nti ebibiina okujjako NRM yerowoozaako yokka ne balowooza nti kyekibiina kyokka kirina okubeerawo mu ggwanga lino. So ebibiina ebirala oba nga tubirespectinga jasi ng'obiraba nga ekyokukozesa okwoza ebyo byonna byokola ku bannansi, then ffe tetusobola kwegatta ku iPod kubanga tuba tulaba nti bannayuganda tebaganyulwamu oba tebafunamu.
Thank you.
You're welcome.